The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.
And you know, other businesses going on. And in the meantime, Steve Stockman has been apparently recruiting other congressmen, because we had Ted Yoho that came out and said that he had been recruited and was coming on board. A couple of other congressmen. In the meantime, Michael Volin has been involved in sheriff's kits and seeing congressmen. Mike Zullo has been meeting with VIPs, Ed. He has not fibbed to you, nor have I. He's been meeting with people who are power brokers and folks that have money and can make some things happen. But the bottom line is, this kind of thing, I mean, we're talking about the presidency of the United States. We're talking about the White House. We're talking about Supreme Court that won't look at it. We're talking about a Congress that heretofore has not even looked at this. We're talking about a media that has shut it down. We're talking about maybe the crime of the century. And in the last handful of months, Ed, we have made huge strides. This thing is moving forward, and I can promise you that Mike Zullo, Sheriff Arpaio, are going to move it forward as far as they can take it. Their goal is to get it to a congressional investigation. If that happens, it will blow this thing wide open. If it doesn't happen, let's say Stockman backs out or some other congressmen back out. Let's say everybody just gets cold feet and doesn't deal with it. Then we have a plan B. And I don't want to give it all away right now, but Zullo and Arpaio have talked about it at length. Mike and I have talked about it, other people who are involved in this. We have a plan B to get every piece of evidence that they have, and it's amazing what they have that they haven't even released, not counting the affidavit that's been released with 200 points of evidence, but they will release every bit of it in a multifaceted releasing fashion, and they will release it to the world so that it will then come before the scrutiny of the world. And I'm sure that once some eyes see it that have not seen it, I'm sure the outrage will be just tremendous. So the bottom line, Ed, just hang in there, be patient, be prayerful. Zullo's not lying to you. This thing is moving along. It's getting deeper and deeper and darker, and people are making promises to us that they're going to move it to a congressional investigation, and all we can do is wait for them to keep their promise. If they keep it, you will see the results of it. If they don't keep it, then Mike Zullo has a plan B.
Well, thank you, Carl. And Ed, as you already know, like Carl said, it seemed like the investigation slowed down. It never actually came to a halt. And
No.
I was in touch with Mike before I released the sheriff's kit, and I actually got in touch with Mike, and I came up with the idea. I said, Mike, I want to do the sheriff's kit thing. And he smiled, and he said, I like it. And I actually asked him if it was okay, because I didn't want to step in the investigation or block any kind of information. And I'm not taking credit for anything. I'm giving credit to everybody that got a sheriff's kit, that went to their congressman, that did the right thing. It's moving, and that's why the Obots are scared. They are scared that we're going to step on the wrong foot, that we're going to get to the wrong congressman. I appreciate everything. I'm Carl. You've done a great job with Mike in getting the information out there. It's moving. I want to encourage everybody to stay with the sheriff's kit. Carl, I have one more call I'd like you to speak to.
Okay.
His name is Ed Sutherland. He's on my website. I put his picture on tonight. He actually went to meet his congressman. He contacted me. He got a sheriff's kit. And actually, Carl, I arranged a telephone conference call between him, Congressman Michael Burgess of Texas, and Mike Zullo, who gave information to the congressman. And with that call, I am going to bring Ed Sunderland on the line. And if my switchboard would be cooperative, let's try this again. Ed, you're on the line with Carl Gallup.
Oh, good evening, Carl. Good to talk to you.
Good evening, Ed. It's my honor to talk to you.
Well, I'll tell you what, I thoroughly appreciate the work that you guys are doing, and I personally know how hard it is, because I had a fight with the Texas Attorney General, Secretary of State down here, and decided to go with the sheriff's kit, and I know how hard it is to get meetings with congressmen and get in front of them and talk to them and try to put your point across and actually get some action.
Right.
And that's the hardest part, is getting action, getting them to get out their can and do something, but and I appreciate the help that Mike Volin did in hooking me up with Mike Zullo so that he could talk to my congressman. He did have a question specifically, and it was about the archives that Mike graciously handled for him, and I thoroughly appreciate it. I can't tell you how much I thank you guys for what you're doing. It's an incredible adventure, and I can't thank you enough. But my question was originally, I think I'm the Ed that Mike was thinking about first. I was curious as if you guys had managed to set up another appointment with Stockman for an interview. Have you managed to do that yet?
Well, the answer to that is not yet, but it's in the works. And what's interesting about that, Ed, is that we had him lined up. He was coming on the show,
right?
And then his plane trip.
I
you remember all that.
Yeah, we got
the
that.
deal. Yeah, and the deal is that he was in the airport calling, trying to get back in on the show because his plane got canceled. But by then, Mike Zullo was already on, and we had callers on the line, and he couldn't get on. So Congressman Stockman is not trying to avoid us. I mean, he literally tried hard to get back in on the show that day.
Right.
But we have just not been able to reschedule it since then because it's hard for him on Fridays to get on the show because that's usually when he's flying in and out of Washington. But they've assured us that they're going to do their very best. He does want to come on the show and share some things with us. So we're working on it.
Well, Carl, what else can we do to help out as listeners and as citizens? We're trying with the sheriff's kits. I make phone calls every single day to my congressman and senator every day. It's going to be every day now I'm going to be on the phone. But usually at least once a week I call Cornyn, I call Cruz, I call Michael Burgess, and I'm pushing as hard as I can. But what else can we do beyond that?
Okay, well, thank you. Well, first of all, I come from a biblical worldview. I'm a Christian, and I'm not pressing my faith on you or anyone else, but I would encourage people of faith to cover this thing in prayer. I believe that God works mightily through prayer, so cover it in prayer, number one. Number two, stay engaged, be patient, don't give up. Number three, make phone calls like you said, and write letters. Don't just send emails, but write letters. Type and write letters. Send them through snail mail. The congressmen have to deal with that. And, it's so easy to delete an email. Just go down, click, 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 delete, delete,
sure.
delete. But when they get the mail delivered and a box of letters comes in, those have to be opened. I mean, the secretary can't just dump them. They don't know there might be money in it. I mean, they have to.
They can only wish, huh?
That's right. They have to open those letters, and it is an overwhelming thing. Listen, I've been in touch with some very powerful people in Washington who have assured me that letters and phone calls turn the heads of congressmen. So people, the sheriff kit is hugely important, making appointments with your congressman, letting them know that this is not going to go away. I'm telling you, let's just say that Steve Stockman just totally drops the ball on this and walks away from it. There are people saying, oh, well, then it'll be over. No. This case does not hinge on Steve Stockman's integrity in this. Steve Stockman has promised us he's going to do something. We're counting on him to do it. But if he doesn't, there is a plan B. This thing is not going to go away. Mike Zullo, Sheriff Arpaio, and a bunch of other people who are involved in this, we're sitting on the top of the crime of the century. It is not going to go away. And people just need to resign themselves to the fact, Ed, that it might even be after, Obama's out of office before this is dealt with. I hope not, but it could be. But the bottom line is this is not going to go away. A monumental crime has been committed, maybe several crimes, that goes directly to our constitutional republic, and we're going to make sure that this is dealt with.
Ed, thank you for the call, Ed. I'm going to put you on hold for a minute and move on with the show. Ed, there's one more thing that we can do, Ed, and that is, and I'm going to launch this on my website, is follow up. We're now going to follow up. Ed, you're on the website. I put pictures up on my website, where'sobamansbirthcertificate.com. You can all see the gentleman that just came on the air, Ed Sunderland, with Congress Michael C. Burgess from Texas. Ed's actually in his office, one-on-one, face-to-face. Ed, we can follow up with phone calls. We've given the kits, give them a week or 2, 3 weeks, call back, say, where's the information? How are you proceeding? Do you need anything more? Call again till you get an answer. Call till you get a yes or a no. A yes, we're proceeding, which would be great, or a no, we decided not to, and ask why. Take notes, get back to me. We'll make full reports. We'll put it out on the air and put the information out. The next step, Ed, is besides I told you to get your relatives, friends, everybody, trying to get the sheriff's kits out there, but make follow-up phone calls and let everybody know that you're making follow-up phone calls and keep everybody here, at least, Ed, advised of what's going on. That's a true patriot, Carl.
Yes, he sure is. And God bless you, Michael. Thank you so much for having me on the show tonight.
Do you have any more time, Carl?
Maybe 5 more minutes. I mean, really, I do have to go. I'm way over time now. But did you have another caller, or you had another question?
Well, I don't have anybody queued up except my two call screeners in the room. Why don't you tell everybody, Carl, where they can find you, your information? I know you're on 1330 WEBY every Friday. It's Freedom Friday.
Yeah, the easiest way to find out everything about me, the books that I've written, my radio show, the church that I pastor, the P.P. Simmons News and Ministry sites that I'm the founder of, everything is at carlgallops.com, carlgallops.com. And I want to encourage people that are interested in that story of the book, The Rabbi That Found the Messiah, to go ahead and pre-order it on Amazon, ASAP, and get in line to get your book early. And as I said, the documentary movie is coming right behind it with Messianic Rabbi Jonathan Cahn in the movie with me.
Well, thank you, Carl. I have one more call here before you go. I guess you have 5 more minutes here. I'm going to put Ann on. Ann's been a follower. She's been with me on the website since almost day one call. And she's actually in the screening room screening the calls. And, Ann, you're on the line with Carl Gallops. Do you have a question?
Hi, Carl.
Hello, Ann.
You've heard, how are you tonight?
I'm doing well. God bless you, Ann.
Thank you. I'm a little under the weather. I got quite a cold going on. But please excuse me if I'm not clear. I am just thrilled about the video Mike found, and I will be posting it and placing it everywhere. I know that WND says that there's breaking news, and they're posting that everywhere. Are you aware of what their breaking news is?
You mean breaking news tonight?
No, they say huge breaking news coming, and
okay.
It's got to do with Sheriff Arpaio.
Okay, and WND has that breaking news. Are they running that story tonight or that announcement tonight? I'm sorry,
They put that announcement out. They haven't ran any stories. They just said it's coming.
Okay, when did they say that, Ann? When did they say that, Ann?
It's on today. It's on their website today.
Okay. Well, I will check.
Well, the headline on the birthday report says, Team Arpaio at WND, new earth-shattering developments will be soon announced.
Huh. Okay.
Correct.
Well, that's interesting. Well, I've been doing interviews all afternoon, and now it's getting late into the night, so I have not researched that. I'm not familiar with where that's going, but I know that that they work pretty closely with Arpaio and Zulo, so if there's some new information coming out, perhaps WND knows about it.
Okay, I'm reading this from the birthday report. It says, is the biggest Obama scandal yet to hit. Major new development eligibility case promised by investigators. WND email.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. I do know that there are some major new developments. I'm not at liberty to talk about them, so it could be that Arpaio and Zulo are getting ready to release some of the information that I know about to WND. That would be great. I hope they do.
Well, it's not a better day to do it on than tomorrow.
Thanks for the call, Ed. Well, there you have it, Carl. Things are developing as we speak. I know Mike never really stops. He has very little time during the day to do anything else but this.
Well, I hope there's something to that. I've been out of the news loop today because I've been doing interviews all day, so I don't really know what she's talking about. But if WND is getting ready to release some major new information, then it would have to come from Arpaio and Zulo, I would guess. And where did you say that headline?
I got it from birthdayReport.com. It was posted a little while ago.
Okay. Well, I'll investigate it and find out. I'll give Mike Zulo a call and find out what he knows about it. But right now, I don't have any information to give your listeners.
Okay. Thank you, Carl. Carl, I really appreciate you coming on the show tonight. I had a lot of requests for you. People wanted to ask that question about Steve Stockman, and always want an update about the investigation. It is moving forward. I know each day something new is uncovered. I know the sheriff's kit are really working. We have Mike Zulu's back. Mike could only go a certain distance. He is investigating, but we need to bring this forward.
Who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.